Archangel Michael says, there is a strange silence circling you tonight. A person you love deeply is pacing back and forth, unable to sleep. Their lips tremble with words they cannot say. The truth they carry is heavy, heavier than anything they've ever had to hold. This truth could change everything, but fear has its fingers wrapped around their throat. They're not ignoring you, they're protecting you. But something has shifted in the spiritual realm. What was once hidden is being pushed to the surface. The divine forces have made it clear, this secret can no longer stay buried. Archangel Michael says there is an energy around you today that is not ordinary. You may feel a chill, a flash of memory, or a sudden wave of concern, and that is not random. It is the signal from heaven that someone close to your heart is in real danger. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You've probably noticed something different in their voice lately. The way they hesitate before speaking, or how they avoid certain places, certain names. There's tension in the air, thick like smoke before a fire. Their eyes don't hold the same peace anymore. They watch the door when it opens. They flinch when their phone rings. They're hiding something, not out of deception, but out of desperation. They think they can carry this burden alone. What they don't realize is that the danger they face is not just physical. It's spiritual, emotional, and mental. It has roots in jealousy, manipulation, and betrayal. Archangel Michael says the heavens cannot remain silent. The trumpet of warning has sounded. You are being chosen as the vessel of intervention. Type Amen to get blessing 555. This is not about gossip or curiosity. This is a divine warning. Someone has involved themselves with dark intentions, and they are circling closer and closer to the one you love. They are tracking their movements. They are aware of their patterns. And the person you love knows this, but doesn't know what to do. They've tried to act normal. They've tried to keep you smiling, so you won't suspect anything. But behind every fake smile is a plea for help. God has seen the fear in their sleep. The whispered prayers they speak into their pillow. The nights they walk the room, holding back tears. This is why this message reached you today. Heaven refuses to let you walk in blindness any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 000. Someone they trusted turned on them. It was someone who spoke kindly in public but plotted in private. And now, that person is preparing something dangerous. There's an item, a document, a message, a photo, that your loved one is hiding. They think if they never speak of it, it will go away. But silence only gives the darkness more room to grow. God is saying, do not wait. This is your moment to act, to pray, to speak, to watch. Because if you delay, the darkness will get one step ahead. Archangel Michael is placing warrior angels around your home tonight. Their swords are drawn, their wings spread wide. But they need your awareness. Type Amen to get blessing 717. The person in danger may try to change the subject when you ask questions. They may laugh things off, or become extra affectionate. It's their way of saying goodbye, without saying the words. But deep down, they're begging you to look closer. There is a name involved, a name you've heard before. It's a man or woman who once praised your loved one, supported them, maybe even helped them financially. But behind that smile was poison. They were waiting for the right moment to strike. And that moment, unfortunately, is now. They've sent messages from fake numbers. They've tried to manipulate from the shadows. But now their plan is accelerating. And heaven won't let it succeed. Type Amen to get blessing 292. Archangel Michael whispers that you have been prepared for this. Your instincts aren't random. They're divine nudges. The things that seemed off lately, you weren't imagining them. Even the animals have sensed the unrest. A dog barking at midnight. Birds circling where they usually don't. These signs are not coincidences. The person you love may be in a contract they can't get out of. A secret deal. An emotional trap. Or worse, a physical threat. They're scared to tell you because they know how much you care. They don't want to drag you into their storm. But what they forget is, you were built to walk through fire. You are not fragile. You are chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Someone has already contacted a lawyer. Papers are being drafted. But your name was intentionally left out to protect you. What they don't know is that your silence could cost everything. The enemy is bold now. They're moving in daylight, not just the shadows. They believe you won't act. That you'll keep being passive, distracted, or too trusting. But they're wrong. The angels around you are sharpening their weapons. They are whispering your name at heaven's gates. And your loved one, though afraid, has been crying out in spirit, asking for a miracle. This message is that miracle. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You must pay attention to who's visiting often lately. Who's suddenly concerned about your loved one. Who keeps bringing up their name without reason. You'll notice it, the smirk, the sarcasm, the slip of the tongue. The enemy always leaves traces. They want your loved one to think no one can save them. But the truth is, you already are. By opening this message, you've begun the divine intervention. Now, prepare for the confrontation. It won't be loud. It won't be dramatic. But it will be powerful. Archangel Michael says within the next 3 days, you'll hear or see something that confirms everything. A message, a call, a post, or even a dream. Type Amen to get blessing 444. When it happens, don't panic. Just know you've already been equipped spiritually to respond. Your words, your presence, your authority, they will carry divine fire. The enemy knows your light. That's why they tried to reach your loved one instead. But now you've shown up. And the moment light enters, darkness trembles. Your loved one may cry when you finally confront them. Not out of weakness, but relief. They've carried this alone for too long. And now, they won't have to anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Stay alert. There may be one more betrayal left. One last attempt to confuse or distract you. But do not let it succeed. Write down what you've been sensing. Keep a record of every strange thing, every odd text, every whisper that doesn't sit right. These are puzzle pieces, and God is guiding your hands to fit them together. You are now on divine assignment. Not by choice, but by calling. What happens next will shock you. But it will not break you. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The one in danger is already feeling a shift. They'll notice the warmth in your touch, the knowing in your eyes, the strength in your voice. And when you speak the truth out loud, the stronghold will crack. The plan against them will start to fall apart. Because where light speaks, darkness cannot argue. Archangel Michael stands behind you. Wings drawn wide, hands blazing with celestial fire. You are not alone. You never were. Type Amen to get blessing 616. Your love is powerful. It's more than emotion, it's a weapon. And now it will be used for protection. Tonight, if you can't sleep, it's because your spirit is already moving. Listen to the silence. It holds more than you think. Speak into the air. Your loved one's soul will hear it. And they will begin to hope again. This is not just a warning. It is a divine rescue. Type Amen to get blessing 123. Archangel Michael says the clock is ticking. Every second that passes, the forces of darkness try to tighten their grip. But heaven has already scheduled their defeat. That person you love, whether it's a friend, family member, or someone you haven't spoken to in a while, is standing at a crossroad. They're trembling because they know what waits down each path. One leads to deeper danger, the other to exposing the secret. They are hoping you will make the first move. That you'll ask the right question, touch their hand at the right moment, or send that one message that breaks the silence. They need a signal. You are that signal. Type Amen to get blessing 313. There is something they witnessed, an event, a conversation, an act, that was meant to stay hidden. But it scarred them. They kept it to themselves because they thought no one would believe them. The person responsible has power, influence, or a manipulative hold. It might be a boss, a friend, even someone in the family. They've tried to move on, but the danger keeps returning like a shadow. They smile in front of people, but inside, they are screaming. Their soul has been crying for justice. And heaven has heard them. That's why this message found you. Type Amen to get blessing 818. There is a file somewhere. A hidden piece of truth, perhaps in an email, a folder, a hidden drawer, or even a cloud account. This file holds evidence. Proof of what was done. Proof of what is being planned. And someone, yes, someone you would never expect, is trying to make sure it stays buried. They've used threats, emotional blackmail, and lies. But your loved one wrote something down. They made a copy. They left a trail, hoping someone like you would find it. Heaven is now guiding your hands. You may feel pulled to open a folder, ask a strange question, or revisit a memory. That's divine prompting. Follow it. Type Amen to get blessing 101. There's a conversation you had recently with them. Something they said that didn't sit right with you. Maybe they laughed too hard at a sad topic. Or quickly changed the subject. Go back to that moment in your mind. Replay it. You'll feel it now, the truth hiding under their words. They were trying to tell you everything without saying anything. Because they were scared. And being scared alone is the most dangerous kind of fear. You are their safe place. But they forgot it in their panic. Now you must remind them. Let your presence speak louder than their fear. Let your protection be louder than their silence. Type Amen to get blessing 212. The enemy wants you distracted. Pulled into petty things. Arguments. Delays. Exhaustion. That's all a trick to keep you from seeing clearly. But not anymore. Heaven has drawn back the veil. You now stand in the realm of revelation. This is not the time to second-guess yourself. You're not paranoid. You're not too sensitive. You are awakened. Archangel Michael has given you a shield made of discernment. Use it wisely. Your loved one's life may depend on it. Type Amen to get blessing 919. The person in danger may have dreams that disturb them. Nightmares filled with symbols, shadows, running from things unseen. Those dreams are not just dreams. They are warnings. They may not remember the details, but they remember the fear. Start talking to them about it. Gently. Lovingly. You'll see their walls begin to crack. And when they finally confess, don't be shocked if the name they speak makes your heart drop. Because the enemy is closer than you imagined. But so is God. And God is louder, stronger, and always 10 steps ahead. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There's an item they've kept hidden, perhaps a piece of jewelry, a photo, a letter, or a phone. This item holds emotional weight. It's tied to the danger. Watch how they act when they're near it. Do they avoid it? Do their hands tremble when touching it? That's your clue. Soon, they'll leave it where you can find it. Not on purpose, but because they're tired. Exhausted from holding it alone. You must be ready. Not just to see it, but to act. Act with wisdom. Act with love. Act with fire. Type Amen to get blessing 373. There is a woman involved. Her intentions look pure on the surface, but underneath, there is envy, control, and revenge. She once praised your loved one in public. But behind the scenes, she's been stirring conflict. She's the one encouraging dangerous steps while pretending to be a protector. Watch her carefully. She wears masks. But heaven has already ripped those masks away. The spirit world sees clearly, and now, so do you. Type Amen to get blessing 121. The next time your loved one mentions that name, observe their eyes. Their voice. The way their breath changes. You'll know it instantly. That's your confirmation. God is not just calling you to observe. He is preparing you to intervene. You are being given spiritual authority to break this cycle. No more delays. No more lies. No more danger. Archangel Michael says the sword of justice is in your hands now. Type Amen to get blessing 808. A confrontation is coming. It won't be one you planned, but one that is divinely arranged. In that moment, your courage will rise. Your words will flow with holy fire. Your presence will feel like thunder to those who plotted in shadows. They'll know they can't mess with your loved one anymore. Not when you stand beside them. Not when heaven stands behind you. They may try one final manipulation, a guilt trip, a cry for sympathy, a dramatic act. Do not fall for it. Recognize the spirit behind the words. And speak truth anyway. Type Amen to get blessing 444. God is rewriting your loved one's future even now. He is cutting cords that were never supposed to be tied. The danger they're in is not the end of their story. It's the beginning of their freedom. But only if you act. And now you will. Because you were born for this moment. Because you were chosen. Because you opened this message at the exact second you were supposed to. Type Amen to get blessing 303. They will thank you soon. Not just with words, but with tears. With a new light in their eyes. With a peace they haven't known in years. You are their miracle in human form. Archangel Michael is smiling. The darkness thought it had won. But it didn't count on you waking up. Now, everything changes. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says tonight will not be like other nights. The wind may blow softly, but spiritually, a storm is being dismantled. Every lie that has chained your loved one is being shattered in the background. The spiritual realm has declared a full alert. There are angels dispatched to surround your loved one. Not just to protect, but to expose everything that has been working against them. You will begin to notice their energy shifting. Even if they don't speak up yet, their silence will have cracks. Those cracks will start revealing truth, fear, and moments of trust. What they couldn't say before, they'll finally whisper. And when they do, it will feel like heaven crying through them. Type Amen to get blessing 494. Your role in their life is more important now than ever. This isn't just about being present, it's about being spiritually awake. You are not just a friend, sibling, partner, or child, you are the bridge between their fear and their freedom. They need your discernment. They need your divine hearing, not just your ears. Because sometimes they will say, "I'm fine," when they're drowning inside. Your words don't need to be perfect. They just need to be anchored in truth and love. Say, "You don't have to go through this alone." It may break the dam. Once the truth starts to flow, it cannot be stopped. Type Amen to get blessing 272. A location keeps appearing in their mind. It's a place connected to what happened, or to who's behind it. They've been avoiding it like it's haunted, but spiritually, it's still holding them hostage. God is going to give you the same vision. You may see it in a dream, in passing, or suddenly feel nervous when nearby. That's not fear, it's divine sensitivity. When that place reveals itself, don't ignore it. Pray over it. Speak light into it. Your voice has the power to reverse curses. Yes, your voice. You are no longer silent. Type Amen to get blessing 505. They were once threatened. Not just physically, but emotionally. Someone used their secrets as weapons. Someone twisted love into control. Someone promised loyalty, then used betrayal as punishment. And your loved one thought that was normal. They confused manipulation with affection. Control with care. But now the veil is being torn. And you, chosen one, are holding the blade of truth. There will be resistance. The one behind the danger might try to charm you. Appear nice. Even offer help. Don't be fooled. Wolves don't always growl. Sometimes they smile. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Soon, a message will come. A missed call. A voicemail. A screenshot. It might even be sent to you by mistake. But it won't be a mistake in heaven's eyes. It will be the final clue you need. When you receive it, your soul will know. It won't be a moment for doubt. It will be your signal to step forward completely. The time to stay quiet will end. The time to fight in the Spirit begins. Type Amen to get blessing 161. Your loved one is stronger than they think. But fear clouds their vision. Shame locks their throat. They've replayed worst-case scenarios in their head until they believe them. But when they look into your eyes, when they hear your voice, they'll feel what they forgot. They are not alone. They never were. You've always been fighting for them. Even when you didn't realize it. Your prayers, your presence, your concern, it's all been spiritual armor. Now, it becomes a sword. Type Amen to get blessing 747. There may be others involved. People who acted like they didn't know. People who stood by and allowed the damage to happen. Silent enablers. Cowards in disguise. These people will try to deflect when the truth starts coming out. They'll say, "I didn't know." Or, "I thought it wasn't my place." But God will show you who they really are. Pay attention to silence. Pay attention to those who avoid eye contact. Who suddenly become too busy. Their absence is proof of their guilt. Type Amen to get blessing 232. Once your loved one opens up to you, hold space for their pain. Don't rush it. Don't try to fix it with clichés. Just let your love speak louder than any words. Let your presence be the answer they've been waiting for. Let them break. Let them cry. Let them exhale years of suffocation. And when they do, heaven will move. Chains will drop. Doors will open. They will be free again. Because of you. Type Amen to get blessing 373. God says this person you love carries a divine destiny. That's why the enemy tried to trap them. That's why the attacks came through relationships, trust, and betrayal. If the devil can't destroy you, he'll send people who will. But that assignment is being cancelled. By your obedience. By your courage. By your divine timing. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Their health has even started to feel the pressure. Headaches. Sleepless nights. Panic. Sudden fatigue. That's not just stress. It's spiritual weight. But when you speak peace, it will lift. You don't need rituals. You don't need ceremonies. Just your voice, soaked in love and truth. Just your touch, backed by divine fire. You are enough. Because God made you enough. Type Amen to get blessing 919. In the next 7 days, something will shift. A mask will fall. A truth will rise. A confrontation will occur. You must be ready. Stay in the Spirit. Stay in love. Stay in courage. You may not be able to save the world. But you can save this one person. And to them, that means everything. You are their divine interruption. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The person behind the danger may try to retaliate. With gossip. With threats. With slander. But let them. Let them burn their own lies into ash. Because God has already made you and your loved one untouchable. The battle has already been decided. Victory was already stamped in heaven before this ever began. And now, you're simply walking it out. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Let this be the moment you look them in the eyes and say, I know you're scared. But I'm here. And I'm not leaving. Let that sentence burn into their soul like sunlight on cold skin. Let it become their lifeline. Their second chance. Their new beginning. Because heaven is watching. And smiling. Archangel Michael says the final chains are breaking as you read this. The heavens are roaring, not in rage, but in response. This moment right now, your awareness, your decision to stay, is rewriting their destiny. You were never meant to read this by accident. Every word has been planted into your spirit like seeds in fertile ground. And now the fruit will be freedom. You've crossed the threshold. There's no turning back. The light is flooding in. The shadows are scattering. Type Amen to get blessing 000. Tonight, the angels are gathering around your home. You may feel a sudden stillness. The air may shift. It's not fear, it's confirmation. You will feel the nudge to message them. To call. To stand close. Obey that nudge. That's not anxiety, it's divine urgency. Heaven is preparing them to receive you. And preparing you to carry them forward. They are finally ready to let go of the fear. But they need you to hold their hand through it. Type Amen to get blessing 343. God is restoring what was broken between you and this loved one. Any misunderstandings, fights, or emotional distance are being dissolved. What the enemy tried to use to divide you, God is now using to bind you stronger. Expect dreams. Expect signs. Expect sudden memories and moments of truth. Do not ignore these divine fingerprints. They are instructions. They are confirmations. They are your roadmap. Type Amen to get blessing 828. The enemy is nervous. Because you have stepped into full power. You are no longer blind. No longer afraid. No longer asking for permission to speak truth. You are God's voice in this matter now. You are God's hand of rescue. You are God's witness that no weapon formed against your loved one shall stand. You carry holy fire now. And fire does not ask permission. Type Amen to get blessing 292. There is one more person who will try to talk you out of this. They will speak calmly. They will use logic. They will say, maybe it's not as serious as you think. That is deception. That is spiritual confusion. That is the enemy's last move. Ignore it. Listen to your spirit, not fear. Not doubt. Not the voices that try to silence your divine instinct. Because you already know the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 111. A breakthrough will happen very soon. You may be standing in the kitchen. Driving in silence. Sitting in prayer. And suddenly, a flood of peace will fill your chest. You'll know the moment the shift occurs. Your loved one will text you. Call you. Walk into the room and finally say it. Tears may come. But don't be afraid of those tears. They're not of pain anymore, they're of release. The truth is coming out. Because you opened the door. Type Amen to get blessing 787. There's something you must throw away. An object that carries heavy energy. Something that ties to the person causing this danger. You will recognize it the moment your hand touches it. Toss it. Burn it. Release it. This final act will spiritually close the door that once let danger in. And the peace that follows will be undeniable. It will feel like morning after a 1,000-year night. Type Amen to get blessing 303. This message was sent to you not just as a warning, but as a declaration. The battle is won. The plan against your loved one is failing. The lies are crumbling. The chains are breaking. The silence is ending. And the blessing is beginning. Now that you know, it's time to act. Time to speak. Time to rescue. Time to rise. You are no longer waiting for a miracle. You are the miracle. You are the angel sent to protect them. You are the chosen shield between them and the pain that tried to consume them. Heaven is proud of you. Archangel Michael says your reward will be divine peace, unexplainable clarity, and the restoration of a relationship that hell tried to erase. But love is stronger. And love just won. Type Amen to get blessing 999.